Boy, I feel like, I feel like we back at the old. I feel like we back at the original Rays tape. I'm talking about. I feel like we back Rays tape season one when I'm just going live all day long, even from the patio. Check this out. Really, what who I'm about to address is a lot of y'all on Twitter who are just over here because of the situation. And what I mean by over for the situation, y'all ain't in track and field. Y'all don't even know who Fred Kerley is. About 98% of y'all on Twitter right now, on YouTube and all these goddamn comments, ain't got a damn, don't know who he is whatsoever at all. You just passing judgment, period. Point blank. That's it. So that's what I'm talking to. I ain't talking to the track and field people. We ain't got to go there. All right, we ain't got to go there. But what I'm not, me myself, I don't give nobody else. That whatever, however everybody else want to handle it, that how they handle it. Ray, how I'm built, no, that's my brother. I love that man. Just like him over there. If I rock with him, I call him my brother. That's my brother. I love that man. So I'm gonna do and I'm gonna speak for my brother when my brother can't speak for himself. So what I'm not gonna allow y'all to do is try and take my brother's name and run it through the mud. I'm not gonna allow y'all to do that because y'all don't know Fred Curley. Y'all just passing judgment on some shit that you seen because it's normal shit in America. You are seeing the normal shit that you always see in America. So you're doing the normal shit that you always do, which is chime in, give your comments, and this when all the true hateful people come out and yeah, they should, and they, yeah, of course, like we know, like some of y'all just negative. Like a lot of y'all, I ain't gonna say some of y'all, a lot of y'all just negative. This is what it is. And now watch this though. Your negative comments don't affect nobody. I mean, I take that back. It might affect some other people on there, but the people that you shooting it at, it don't affect them. Them negative comments don't affect me. Them negative comments ain't gonna affect Fred because we understand. We got a different understanding that that's not who we are. My job is to make sure that while he can't use his tongue, I'm gonna use it for it. Check this out. I'm not finna tread on nothing that has anything to do with the legal matters of what them folks done said that he did. That's what he's accused of. That's what he's accused of. All them charges y'all seeing is what he's accused of. I'll say it again. Every charge y'all seeing is what he's accused of. From the battery to the domestic abuse to every one of them is what he's charged with. But that don't mean he did any of it. And what all of y'all are doing is y'all are treating him as such right now. Y'all are treating him as such, and ain't nobody proved that he did any of that. But these are same patriotic Americans. Y'all the same ones on here, like, yeah, the police, you gotta do this. Okay, so don't that shit, didn't that shit someone say innocent until proven guilty? So if that be the case, if you're gonna sit back and be like, yeah, well, you can't go to the police and get in front of their face, you can't do that. Okay, that may be right. But guess what? You can't do either. You can't sit there and say that man was wrong. Because ain't that why he gotta go to court? Ain't that why he's sitting in jail right now? Ain't he in jail so that a judge and what y'all call it, a jury of his peers can determine if that's what he did? So if we ain't even got to the resolution of that's what he did, why y'all treating that man like he already did that? That ain't right. You can't do that. Because if the shoe was on the other foot, you wouldn't want nobody doing you like that. You wouldn't. You wouldn't want nobody saying, oh man, you did A, B, C, D, E, and then you sitting back like, shit, nah, I ain't really do that. Nah, that ain't how it went down. Yeah, these are you this, you this, you that, you that. How you gonna feel? I'm gonna tell you how you gonna feel. You gonna feel like shit because you know that ain't what you did. That ain't what you did. So check it. I'm gonna tell y'all my side. All right. Again, whatever them folks said that man charged him with, that's what them folks saying they charged that man with. All right. That's all I can say. Here's what I know. It's rape. But whatever they say, what they say, he got to go to court. What I know is I was on the phone. I ain't got no reason to lie at all. None. This on G. I was on the phone with this man like, bro, where you at? We got practice. We got practice. Meaning, hey, we supposed to be on the phone virtually. We got run over right now. I'm going to hit you right back. Taking care of some shit at the house. Okay, well, you got to hurry up, bro, because shit, we got to get ready for the Olympics. Shit you not. I ain't got no reason to lie to y'all folks, man. This man called me back and said, I'm going to have to miss the day. This man showed me on his computer. Showed me the police pulling up to his house in Miami for domestic abuse. But he's in LA. Again, what them folks, I ain't trying to intervene on nothing or whatever. I can only tell y'all my side of the story from what I know, period. I'm watching it myself, my own eyes, on his computer via the phone, them pulling up. Yes, at his house. Meanwhile, he's in LA training. So here's my riddle. My riddle is this right here. If he did all of that to her, how is he walking free anyway? She called after they done choked him and this and that. Did he run? Like, y'all just don't ask no extra questions. You just, whatever they say, that's what happened, that's what it is. Whatever they say, it don't matter. We might get to, and I'm going to use the term might, we might get to Monday, Tuesday, whenever, and this shit might come to pass that he was wrong on every accord. And guess what? If he is, guess what's going to happen? That's called the judicial system, correct? Right? That means you're guilty. We can't argue. Ray can't even back you and support you and say you didn't do that no more. Because if we say you did, after we've heard you out, your attorney, this attorney, we found that you're guilty, guess what? You're guilty. You're guilty. Ain't nothing else you can do no more. But now watch this. If we find that you're innocent, guess what? You're innocent. You didn't do it. But what y'all have already done is what you're doing now. That shit can't be undone. That shit's done now. What you're saying about this man is done now. How you feel about this man is done now. It can't be undone. That's what y'all ain't understanding. Like, the fuck? Damn. Stop doing it. Stop. That shit ain't right. That shit ain't right. That shit is not right. Because if you just sit back and you just think about it for a second. Okay. When his first report came out, they put it on it's online. You saw it yourself. You saw it yourself. You seen what they had him charged with. Then when you went back, when you went back, he had a new charge on there, right? And then as of the day, there's another charge on there, okay? Maybe some of y'all ain't been to jail, all right? Or maybe some of y'all don't know how this shit works, okay? Maybe you don't, all right? Because once you're in there, that's when they run everything to see if you got anything, okay? It's just anything under your name. Now is when we gonna sit down and talk to you. It's the same way with goddamn traffic tickets. If you get a traffic ticket and you go to jail on a traffic ticket, guess what? What they tell you? We know you in here for this traffic stop, but you got to take care of all these other traffic tickets first. We found these traffic tickets too. But they ain't that major. That's why we didn't even know they was there. We didn't know they was there because it ain't major. We had to go look for it. Because if it was major, when we first pulled you over for your ticket, or when we first took you in, we would have had a strong warrant for your arrest already. So it have popped up immediately like, oh, we was already looking for you. Not no, oh, after we searched. Oh, okay, well that means that shit ain't that shit ain't heavy then. That mean it ain't warranted then. See what I'm saying? Like this shit is just this is typical police shit. Like this is what it just so happened because he's now in the middle of it because he's a high profile athlete. You're seeing basic shit like, oh man, Andy, you know he gotta take your ass to jail and see what they find. You gonna find out some. Damn, I did in 1995. I did have them 5 tickets, huh? Like y'all taking this shit and y'all making this shit at this particular point in time more than it is about. And the more you make it about what it ain't, you're missing what it is. Regardless, again, I'm not going to go with no skin color. Black, white, Hispanic, Mexican. Well, I'm Mexican, Hispanic, I guess. I'm sorry. I'm not trying to do that. But y'all see what I'm trying to say? It don't matter. That's police brutality on a person. Damn, police brutality on a black man. That's police brutality, period. Period. Can we just agree to that? That is outside of the line of needed, of necessary. That is outside of the line of necessary. What is outside the line of necessary? You're punching him. Like what? How are we not? Again, I overstand if they're trying to restrain him. Some of y'all don't understand what the hell restrain mean, I guess, because I understand if 6 of them are trying to hold him down. I understand if 2 of them got his legs. One got his arm. One got the other arm. They all tied to the ground like, we're restraining you. I understand that. But when you're standing up over him, you're up over him. You have leverage. You've taken a stance. Your feet are wide. And now you're using your body to throw body blows. Where is that necessary at? And where is that restraining at? Because y'all keep trying to ignore the issue. The issue is the fact that it really don't matter the color. Because they do it all the time. But they do it worse to us for lesser reasons. That's the reality. It ain't just us. They do it to everybody. But there's different ways that they do it to. And watch this. I'm not going to say that it's every police officer because it's not. It literally is only like, watch this. How they say is, well, how they say what? 1% owns the entire world is 1% of the cops that are like that. I can't tell that lie. It's about 60-40. It's about 60-40. It's about 60% of them good, 40% of them ain't good. But it ain't all of them. That's the problem we got. Problem is that they are able to do this to people, period, and they can get away with it. That's the problem. It ain't got nothing to do with the fact that, well, he was, no. There's other ways of taking care of the situation. The way that they took care of the situation as Dade County police officer was not the right way. Period. Stop the sentence. Like it ain't even take Fred out of it. Take the escalation out of it. Take all, remove all that shit. Move all them back. Watch this. Remove, okay, yeah. I got school in Phantom Dandy. The dude stood over him and was punching him. Can you do that? No. All right then. I don't understand why we even doing this shit. It's like, can you do that? Stop hiding behind the, well, you can use force to restrain them. Okay, well, that's not force. That's a punch. Like I need to, I need to know what you mean. Like I need to know what you're talking about. Cause all I'm looking at is, wait a minute. Watch this. Watch this. You ain't even heard me say nothing about the taser. Not one time have you even heard me say anything about a taser. What if I said, hey man, that dude throwing punches. You can't do that. I know you can't do that. Yeah, I understand that they got you can pull the taser out and tase everything. You use the taser, you misuse it all the time. But I can understand that because they gave it to you. That's part of it. You can use the taser. Show me where it says I can throw Mike Tyson punches. That's it. That's all I'm at. Like that's it. That's all I've been saying. Like, can the dude stand over him and punch him like that while he's down? Because they're restraining him, right? I'm looking. It ain't my fault that he's an Olympic athlete and he got the strength of a god and y'all having hell. That ain't my problem. Get in the weight room. But you're restraining him. That's what you're doing. And this is what you're trying to do. Okay, so now why are we punching him? Why are we swinging at him? Okay, now that's not restraining. That's fighting. You're fighting him. But this ain't a fight because he on the ground. He being restrained. So, I mean, make sure I paint the picture for y'all again. It's a fight going on. It's a fight. You seeing the punches being thrown. But all you seeing is one person being held down while the punches is being thrown. Do you still call that a fight? That's a fight. So if it is, the damn sure ain't a fair fight. Damn sure ain't a fair fight. So then what I'm trying to understand with every single time, every single article across America, I'm trying to understand why all of the headlines is Fred Kerley. Fred Kerley had an aggressive fight with the Miami police. Fred Kerley had a wild fight with the Miami police. A U.S. Olympic star Fred Kerley has an outrageous fight with but I ain't seen no fight. I ain't seen, because to have a fight, it got to be punches thrown, right? I saw some pushing and shoving. I saw that. I saw some pushing and some shoving. I didn't see no fight. I saw some punches thrown, but not in no fight manner. But that's what Fred Kerley done did. Fred Kerley done went down there and he done jumped on the police. That's what y'all painted at. Fred Kerley done went to Miami and done lost his mind. Fred Kerley done jumped on the police. You know he had a domestic, what's the name? You know that's who he is. That's what he is now. See how they ruin you? See how they will literally try and ruin you? Literally try and ruin you. But then now let's flip to this side right here. Flip to this side right here. Fred Kerley is on every news outlet right now. Every one of them. Fred Kerley is everywhere. The Olympian Fred Kerley. Everywhere, on everything. But when Fred Kerley came back from the Olympics and brought y'all back them medals, you didn't put him everywhere. When Fred Kerley got a gold medal at the World Championship that was on American soil, you didn't put him everywhere. When Fred Kerley won the USA Championships, you gave a flash of him. But now you putting him everywhere. Everywhere. That's interesting. That's interesting. But again, y'all don't want us to feel a certain type of way. Y'all don't want us to feel a certain type of way when we get hemmed up in them type of situations. And y'all don't want us to feel a certain type of way as brothers and sisters of people that we're looking at. Like, but wait a minute. Why you didn't praise him when he was... I'm confused now. I'm really not confused. I'm playing dumb for y'all. Cause y'all saying Twitter people. Y'all saying Twitter people. Oh, y'all saying Twitter people. Y'all got these American flags next to... I don't went to it. Trust me. Y'all don't know Ray's take. So I'm talking to y'all. These people know me. Trust and believe. I've read every single comment. Trust me. I've clicked on every single profile. They know I have. Almost every one of y'all that I done found some negative shit about, when I click on your profile, you're a proud American though. So make sure I understand this. When you watch them Olympics, he had that American flag on his chest, right? That's all I'm gonna say. That's it. Like, that's it. Like, that's it. Because y'all can read between the lines at this point. Y'all can read between the lines at this point. You couldn't paint him like an American hero. But now you want to paint him like an American villain. I'll say it again. You didn't want to paint him like an American hero when he was getting the medals and put him everywhere. But now you want to put him everywhere and make him the American villain. And don't understand why sometimes people like me, people like us, have an issue, have a problem. Because we can see that. We can literally see that. Like, I don't understand what y'all don't understand. It's like, I wonder if they know we can see this shit. It's as obvious as plain as day, but then they come back to us as black people, look at us like, you shouldn't feel that way. What? Hold on. Hold on. Let me paint the picture for you again. Let me paint the pictures for you again. And now he that person. I ain't got no reason to lie to y'all. Like I said earlier. One of the last conversations I had with Fred was when he'll get ready to go down there to Miami. That man got a house in Miami. And I don't think a lot of folks know that either. He went like in South Beach, like, no, I live in Miami. I've had a house here forever. I'm a resident. What are you talking about? I live here. One of my cars was stolen from here, out of my driveway. What was y'all at then? Why weren't y'all catching and beating up the man that stole my car out my driveway? Come on. It's so much shit that y'all don't know about Fred Kerley, the man, and Fred Kerley, the businessman, to what you just passing judgment. Like, that's it. You're literally just passing judgment. You're passing judgment. You passing judgment. Same man whose house got broken into in Miami. Because he be gone. Where he be gone? Off racing, being an Olympic athlete for America. Same man whose house got broken into in Miami. The same man who has a McLaren. Okay? So when you sit here and think about it, it's like when you put all the pieces together, hey, bro, that's my McLaren that y'all over there sitting on. Like, Now watch this. I'm not saying the McLaren's the car he was in because he got the McLaren down there. He got the Benz. All of them 6-figure cars. All of them. So when the media, they putting it out like they just trying to get in the car like, okay, well, how about we say that, well, it is a 6-figure car that was over there. So it's like I'm just supposed to just leave my, after I've already had one car stolen under y'all watch. They done stole one 6-figure car. You think I'm nah, bro, I need my car. I don't, nah, hell no. Hey, it's so much to the shit. You know what I'm saying? But that's why I'm here. Because I'm gonna speak for him. I am. Like, no. It ain't nope. Now until he get out, he finna get out. We ain't worry about that. And can speak for himself. Y'all not just finna say, I can't let y'all speak on him and me not speak back then. That's just that, like I keep saying, that ain't it me. That ain't me. I can't sit back and watch y'all do all this tweeting and all this Instagramming and all this. I can't sit back and just let y'all do that shit while this man can't even say nothing. So I'm gonna have to get there and get in front of y'all then. Like, fuck it. You gonna say it? All right, well, I'm gonna sit here and read every one of them and I'm gonna come back at you. Y'all can't do that. Y'all can't do that. Y'all cannot do that. Y'all cannot do that. Y'all cannot do that. Y'all cannot do that, period. Point blank. Can't do it. Won't let you do it. I'm sorry. I'm just not. I'm not. Because the one thing, when you know somebody, if you call somebody a friend, if you call somebody a brother, what you gonna do? What you supposed to do? All y'all, what would you do? What would you supposed to do? You supposed to sit your ass right here, just like I am, and tell everybody who trying to say this, nah, that ain't my people did. Like every one of y'all, unless you ain't a real friend. If you ain't a real friend, what real friend gonna sit by and let you just talk about their friend and they ain't there? No, you can't do that, man. You can't do that. And unfortunately, we're in the day and age now. It's called social media. Well, I gotta go to social media then because I can't let y'all do that. I can't sit here and let y'all talk about people like that. He ain't here to defend himself. When he get here, when he get out, watch this. I'll be quiet. Shit, I ain't why did he talk for? Shit, that man saying right there. Whatever you got to say to that man about that man saying right there. So you can go ahead. Shit, say what you're gonna say. Say what you were saying to me, to him not. Because I ain't got nothing to say. That's it. I ain't got nothing to say at all. Bottom line, this right here. Fred ain't no criminal. That's why the reason why this shit is funny is because Fred ain't no criminal. That's it. Like, Fred ain't no criminal. Like, that's why I'm still. That's all I've been telling everybody around me. That's all I've been saying is, I can't believe this is happening. Like literally, like I can't believe this is happening. I can't believe this is happening. I cannot believe this is happening. I cannot. And what I mean by I can't believe this is happening, I can't believe none of it is happening. And I really can't believe I'm on Twitter and I'm seeing all this negative, all this hate, all this crazy American racism, us going back and forth again, and it's over my brother Fred. I'm still in shock. I'm still in shock. Like, what the hell? Like, what? Listen, because I just seen it pop up, Darrell Bryant. I can't speak on what them people got him charged with. I can't speak on it. That's what they got him charged with. They got to decide whether he did it or not. Here's what I know. Here's my story. It ain't to intervene with theirs. I'm going to tell it quick. When that incident was reported, when they were called to the home, ain't no air quotes, when they were called to the home in Miami, he wasn't there. He wasn't even there. He was in LA. But guess what has to happen? It don't matter. This is America. It ain't nothing. Just how shit works. If a woman picks up the phone and dials 911, you now have that charge. You now have that charge. Because guess what? Y'all probably, all y'all smart people probably need to go learn the law about domestic abuse, about that charge. All of y'all smart people should go learn it. Because here's what happens. She called him. She said he did it. They have to press the charges. It don't matter whether he did it or not. It don't matter. They have to. They have to. That's part of the law. They have to. It's part of the law. They got to do that. Got to do that. Even if you ain't did. How many times have we seen these cases? How many times have we seen rape cases? I ain't saying that bad, but how many times have we seen rape cases, domestic violence cases, these cases, and then when they go to court and the shit come out, it's like, that never happened. That's what I'm saying. That's what they got him charged with. They gonna have to decide if it happened or not. All I know is a particular incident when it was found in. I was on the phone with him and he was showing me on his laptop that the police had just came to his house, and I was watching on his security camera the police come up to his house, and he was in LA. But he got a domestic call, and that's why they was there. So again, that's just what I know to happen in my life on everything I love on G. But they said that when he did it, they got to figure that out. And the incident, which is crazy, the incident happened back in May. Ain't none of that got nothing to do with what just happened. Come on. Come on. Now you're being painted as this person. You're being painted as this person. When it's like, bro, what? Nah, did you not follow the trail? Meaning that ain't what they even arrested me for. Because let me help some of y'all out. When they first put Fred Kerley in the back of that car, they ran a search on him. They ran a search to see if he had any warrants. Here's what happens, though. Those warrants that they're looking for are mostly felony warrants, and then they're also mostly looking for violent crimes. Okay? None of that popped up because guess what? Had it popped up, it would have been on his original booking sheet. It would have been on his original charges. That's why it's extra sheets with new charges on them. Because that didn't happen this weekend. That shit didn't happen. It would have been charged right then. Right then, you'd have seen it. It'd have said it right there. They had to go back and find that. And then when that popped up, then they said, oh, hold on, wait. You can't move yet because this just popped up from back in. From back in. You see what I'm saying? From back in. Meaning from back in the past. But don't nobody know because folks just be commenting and shit and just be talking. Now, oh man, then he beat the girl up for that. I'm sitting back cracking up like, what in the hell is going on? What? Choked who? What? Oh man, so let me get it straight. So Fred choked this girl. See, that really get funny. Let me get this straight. So the story is, Fred choked his girlfriend out, and then after he choked her out, then he came to his senses, and then he went and fought the I just don't think y'all really putting this together. Like, just step outside of yourself and then say it, and then just read it as if it's like a. Now read it from the other side. Read it from the other side, and then just say it out loud and listen to it. Like, damn, what? Yeah, yeah. Come on, Fred ain't no criminal. Point blank. All Fred is a young man who done had a run-in with the law. Now, what I want y'all to do is, I want y'all to sit back and tell me you don't know somebody or you somebody that was young and had a run-in with the law. Go ahead and lie to yourself. Lie to yourself, because that's all this shit is. Fred ain't nobody but somebody who had a run in the law. The difference is, because it's Fred Kerley, it's going to get blasted. It's going to get blasted across America because he's Fred Kerley. But you got a cousin who just did the same shit yesterday, and he back at the crib. He back at the crib, and nobody even care. Matter of fact, you got one worse. You got a whole cousin, or probably you or somebody you know, that literally just fled from the police, got away. You probably actually know somebody who actually did choke their girlfriend yesterday or last night, and I'm not laughing like that, but I'm just saying, you probably really do know somebody that's doing that. So why are we gonna be sitting here passing this judgment when they ain't even passed the judgment on him for the accusations? Stop acting like y'all mightier than I. Like, you can't do that. You can't do that. At these particular times, this when we supposed to look at ourselves. Well, shit. Am I right? Am my shit right? My order good? My energy good? Am I living right? That's what we supposed to be doing right now. We don't supposed to be sitting here, oh man, he did that. Shit, let me check myself. Let me check my G. Make sure I'm on my point. All right. That's what's supposed to be going on. It's called life lessons. It's called learning. Fred is going to learn from this situation. That's a young man. Young man. He ain't no adult. Well, I'm going to say it right. In the eyes of everybody, he's adult. But he going to make mistakes. That's all. We all make mistakes. And here's the crazy part about it is, the only mistake Fred made was not understanding that, Fred, if you push this officer, they're going to jump you. That's the only mistake he made. He ain't made no other mistake. He ain't did shit else. He ain't committed damn crime. He ain't did nothing wrong. Even with the domestic shit, he ain't did nothing wrong. Why? The court ain't said so yet. Until they say he did it, he is innocent. Innocent until proven guilty. So the only mistake Fred Kerley has made was not standing, make sure I say it right, not understanding that if you push this officer back, they gonna jump you. That was his mistake. His third eye didn't ding ding ding. His pineal gland, his subconscious didn't die. That was it. That's the only mistake he made. The mistake was, at some point in time, it should have been, if I push this back, they gonna jump me. That's it. That's it. And that's all. That's it. You know what? You pushed me. All right. That was all. What the minute that the police officer did this right here and put his hand in his chest, Fred made the mistake of forgetting, Fred, you're not in the wrong because you ain't committed no crime. But if you touch this man back, they gonna wear your ass out. And that's the only mistake he made. And that's what happened. And that's what we all saw. Outside of him being a criminal, he ain't no criminal. What he did? what he do? What, they find some dope on him? Was he selling dope? Was he out there selling prostitution? Did he have some guns on him? Nothing. Nothing. Literally nothing. So what criminal activity was he doing? He ain't made no mistake. Don't touch them folks. That was it. After he touched them, they had the right to restrain him if he became hostile. He didn't become hostile. He did what anybody would do if you try, watch this. This is what y'all understand. If I ain't did nothing wrong, at this point, you a grown man, I'm a grown man. You ain't no police officer that I gotta be quiet to. I have to do that shit when you got there, pull me over, and you say, get out the car, we got you. Well, you got this warrant, that warrant. All right, shit, I gotta shut up now. You got I mean, be quiet. Outside of that, hey, you's a man. You're a man with a badge. I'm a man. That badge That's just your job. That's it. That's just for me to notify. I can notify you as you're a police officer, but that don't give you no extra nothing above me, unless I do a criminal activity. If I do a criminal activity, now yes. Outside of that, you gotta talk to me like a man, and I gotta talk to you like a man. And I'm willing to bet that ain't what happened, because Fred Kerley is not the type to just start no shit. That ain't what he is. He's a man who's going to want to be respected as such. As in, I ain't committed no crime. You ain't got to talk to me like that. I ain't did nothing wrong. You ain't got to put your hands on me. That's it. That's it. That's literally it. That should have been the respect from the police officer too. Like, he ain't did nothing wrong. He ain't did nothing criminal. We ain't got to jump this man. We ain't got to. For what? For what? Who gonna jump him for? Cause his six-figure car is over here. And he wants his six-figure car, so he's acting like the celebrities now. So now we want to jump him because like he wants to get to his car. He didn't pull out no gun. He didn't pull out no knife. He didn't do none of that. He wanted to get to his car. So because he wanted to get to his car and you didn't want him to get to his car, that gave you the right to talk to him a certain type of way. That gave you the right to put your hand in his chest. Like, at that point, you's a man, he's a man. He ain't did nothing wrong. So you can't play officer criminal. I'm gonna say it again. You can't play officer criminal if he ain't did nothing criminal. So they still in the wrong. If anything, they were supposed to drop their heads. They were supposed to back up out the way and let him leave the scene. They were supposed to see if he was going to be violent. There's no other way around it. That was a gang jumping because you didn't do what we told you to do. Now we're going to jump on you. But as police officers, okay, let's just move out the way then, Mr. Kerley. We're going to move to the side. They're going to move to the side, Mr. Kerley, and we will let you pass. You can't get your car though, Mr. Kerley, but we will let you pass. If they get away from him, now what? If they get away from him and then he comes forward with an attack mode, okay, now as a man, you got the right to fight Mr. Kerley. And as other men, I'm not saying cops. Watch this. As other men and them your homeboys, shit, they got the right to jump in. Because that's a man and a man fighting. And it's a cheap fight if y'all gonna jump in, but what it is. That's a fight now. That's a fight. Because I stood back, you stood back. Shit, okay, well, I'm out the way, officer. You out the way, I'm out the way. But them closing in on him, you're closing in on me and I ain't did nothing wrong. I ain't did nothing wrong. That's all I'm thinking in my head. I ain't did nothing wrong. So what the fuck what problem y'all got with me? Because if I ain't did nothing wrong, you just a man now. You ain't the police officer. You just a man. Hey, bro, I ain't did nothing wrong. What you talking about? Shit, hey, take me to jail for what? What you gonna take me to jail for? Shit, nigga, I ain't did shit. I'm gonna sit right here. I can do that because I ain't did nothing wrong. I ain't did nothing wrong. But now, if I get up and if I come at you, all right, well, we got to fight now. And unfortunately, Mr. Kerley, because I'm wearing a badge, I have to take you in. I'm wearing a badge of my profession, Mr. Kerley. It just so happened when we got into that fight, there's rules and regulations to me fighting with this on. If I didn't have this on, it'd been different. But now I got to take you in too. But you gave me the right to fight you because I stepped out your way. I tried to de-escalate the situation. I told all the other officers, hey, y'all back up. Just let him go. Back up. Let him go about his business. Okay, now he walk over here. Oh, let's get him. Because we gave him ample opportunity to get, we gave him opportunity. You closing in on somebody and giving them opportunity to get away. And if you watch the video, as he walking this way, the other police officer is literally right behind him. Tell Christina. Right behind him. And as he right behind him, it's like he just waiting. He just waiting on Fred to. Soon as the other officer did this and Fred went backwards, man, they jumped him like at the moment. Like it wouldn't even know they was ready for that. Like that's what I'm saying. Like y'all can't be watching the same video I'm watching. Because what? Because if you watching the video I'm watching, I'm looking at everything in this mother trucker. I'm looking at everything around it. Like, well, wait a minute. What old dude doing right behind Fred? Like literally. He's literally standing right behind Fred, looking up at Fred, back at Fred's head like this. Which is crazy because, okay, well, if you this close behind him, and if your homeboy do this and Fred goes backwards, he's automatically finna hit you now. I'm finna bump you because you is literally right behind me. Oh, see, now, how are they de-escalating the situation when they're stationed in case touch me? It's like that shit. It's like they gained around him. It's like touch me. Please touch me. Please touch me. Versus get out the way and he can't touch you. Get out the way and he can't. He can walk away now. He can walk away being the American hero that he is, because when I saw Fred Kerley at the United States Olympics taking a medal, I saw Fred Kerley turning this way towards a flag, and Fred Kerley was being respectful and being quiet of that flag. I saw Fred Kerley sitting there with his chin up, looking at an American flag. That's what I saw. I saw him turn back around wearing an American uniform with medals. I seen him come back over here with those medals. I remember it was once said that the Olympic Games represented peace because it was a time that we could all go to war and nobody could lose a life. So you go over there to war, bring back gold medals. Now, so guess what I got to do now? I got to say, no. It's Fred Kerley, the American hero. Y'all can stop with the American Billy. It's Fred Kerley, the American hero. Period. Point blank. And he gonna be the American hero from now until jury of his peers, or however you want to call it, gonna determine if that man did any of that stuff, if that man was in the wrong. We can't do that. They gonna do that. So let them folks do that. Let them do that. And then you can call Fred whatever you want to call him. If he did it, that's justifiable. If he didn't do nothing, then guess what? You can just go on about your business if you ain't saying nothing. But if you don't say something, guess what you got to do now? You got to eat your words. Just wait. Just wait.